You're staring at your screen again. Not because you need to, because you don't know what else to do with this moment. You tell yourself it's just a break, just a pause, just 5 minutes. But deep down, you already know how this ends. Another hour gone. Another day slightly wasted. Another quiet promise to yourself that tomorrow will be different. You feel it in your chest. That low pressure, that constant hum of unfinished things. You wake up with plans. Good ones, clear ones. And somehow, by night, those plans dissolve into excuses that sound reasonable, but feel hollow. You're not confused about what you want. You're confused about why you keep stopping yourself. You scroll while telling yourself you're tired. You delay while calling it patience. You avoid while labeling it being realistic. At first, it's just confusion. Why does it feel so hard to do things you actually care about? Then frustration creeps in. You try to focus. You really do. But your mind keeps reaching for the easiest escape, the familiar comfort, the predictable routine. You get busy, not productive. Busy. The days start blending together. Same places, same thoughts, same postponed decisions. And that's when regret shows up. Quietly, without drama. It whispers while you're brushing your teeth, while you're lying in bed, while you're watching someone else live the life you told yourself you were building toward. You don't hate yourself. That's the scary part. You almost forgive everything, because nothing feels extreme enough to demand change. And that's the trap. Nothing is obviously wrong, so nothing gets fixed. You're not failing loudly. You're fading silently. And none of this is your fault. You were never the enemy. The enemy is comfort. That feels like safety. It's distraction. That pretends to be rest. It's routine. That slowly replaces intention. It's delay, disguised as timing. It's that word you keep trusting. Tomorrow. Tomorrow lets you off the hook today. Tomorrow makes procrastination feel smart. Tomorrow keeps your potential suspended. Just long enough to never arrive. And here's what hurts most. You can feel there's more in you. You see it in flashes. Late at night. In random moments of clarity. You imagine a version of yourself who follows through, who finishes, who doesn't negotiate with their own standards. And then the moment passes. Life pulls you back in, and the cycle continues. But here's the truth. This isn't about motivation. It never was. Motivation is loud, temporary, unreliable. If motivation were enough, you'd already be where you want to be. This is about identity, about the person you believe you are when no one is watching, about the standards you quietly accept, because challenging them feels uncomfortable. And this is where everything changes. Not when you feel inspired, not when life gets easier, not when the timing feels perfect. It changes when you stop asking, how do I feel today? And start asking, who am I becoming? Discipline isn't a punishment for not being good enough. It's proof that you respect yourself too much to keep living on autopilot. Discipline is choosing clarity over chaos. It's choosing direction over distraction. It's choosing long-term freedom over short-term comfort, because comfort keeps you safe, but trapped. Discipline feels restrictive at first, but it hands you control, and control is power. Power over your time, power over your attention, power over the quiet habits that shape your future, whether you notice them or not. You don't need to do more. You need to tolerate less. Less mindless scrolling, less self-negotiation, less waiting for permission. You were never going to get. The most dangerous habits aren't the loud ones. They're the silent ones. The habit of starting tomorrow. The habit of lowering standards just to avoid discomfort. The habit of staying busy so you don't have to feel stuck. The habit of confusing potential with progress. The habit of telling yourself you still have time, because time doesn't disappear all at once. It leaks. One delayed decision at a time. One avoided task at a time. One compromised moment at a time. And no one warns you when you're about to cross the line from patience into permanent postponement. You don't wake up one day and suddenly fail. You wake up years later, wondering when you stopped trying. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up, because the version of you that you keep imagining isn't a fantasy. They're a result of small choices made consistently, especially when no one is clapping, especially when it's boring, especially when it's uncomfortable. Discipline isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly, again and again and again, and over time, it builds a life that comfort never could. So here you are, still capable, still aware, still standing at the edge between who you've been and who you could become. Nothing dramatic needs to happen. No big speech. No sudden breakthrough. Just a decision. You stop postponing. Because the real question isn't whether you can succeed. It's whether you'll keep protecting the habits that are slowly teaching you to settle. So when this moment ends, and the noise comes back, and the distractions start calling, what will you choose to believe about yourself? This time,